Audio Jungle.
Greetings and welcome, ladies and gents. I'm the Super Gamer, and I'll admit, I don't really like RPGs. I know. Just let me explain.
Now, I have nothing against them, it's just that they're not exactly my type of game. Sure, I have reviewed RPGs in the past, but even still, they never really caught my attention. However, the Final Fantasy series recently celebrated its 30-year anniversary, so I thought, why not take a look at where it all started? Without further ado, this is Final Fantasy. 4 young light warriors in a magical land are trying to figure out how to restore the elemental orbs, the orbs of fire, earth, water, and wind, to rid the world of evil. You know, for the first game in a series which would later have really complicated plots, it actually is pretty simple. Weird. This is the first Final Fantasy game, and it clearly shows. Beyond that, the graphics for the first game are still really good for an NES title. The music is probably some of the most memorable stuff on the system, and for RPGs in general. The overworld theme, the battle theme, and of course, the iconic victory theme. Which would later be the one track that always appears in every Final Fantasy game to this day. Right off the bat, you start the game by being able to pick and choose the classes you want in your party. Fighter, Thief, Black Belt, Red Mage, White Mage, and Black Mage. Because of the many combinations of classes to choose from, this game has plenty of replayability. As for me, I decided to go with a Fighter, a Thief, a White Mage, and a Black Mage, and I named them DSG, Derb, Jack, and NCAT. For those who have never played a turn-based RPG before, here's how it works. You travel in an open world, randomly encountering battles. These battles will feature tons of different creatures, from imps to ponies to ogres. You decide which party member does what and to whom, like attacking enemies, healing other party members, and casting spells. Kill enough enemies and earn enough experience points and you'll level up. The more you level up, the stronger your stats get, like attack, defense, agility, and intelligence. You could also go into several towns and purchase items to help you with your journey. Now, since this is the first game in this franchise, I do have a few gripes with it. For one thing, like a lot of RPGs, in order to become strong enough to take on the harder enemies and bosses, it is required that you grind experience points to reach the required level, which honestly gets really tedious. Another thing that annoys me is that a lot of the time my attacks just miss for no reason whatsoever, even though I'm directly hitting the enemy, but it just keeps missing them, and it's so annoying. But even with these complaints, this is still a very enjoyable RPG. And that was Final Fantasy for the NES, and for the first entry in the series, it still holds up really well. I do have a few problems with it, but overall, it was an enjoyable experience. Final Fantasy fans will, of course, love this game, but if you're someone who has never played a Final Fantasy game, I wouldn't recommend starting it here. Regardless, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5.
Until then, I'm the Super Gamer, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!